Syracuse, New York. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, he knows he has the best wide receiver right now in the country. They are so excited about the talent and experience that they can get you downfield. But they've got a young passer. How will they put into play, into the scheme, ways to get him the ball? Depending on what the defense does, this will be a big storyline we'll follow throughout the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Unloads quickly. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Young. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10.
Going to the run, it's Hawkins. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation, just eating it on that blitz.
Maybe just being a little too aggressive offensively, right, Reese? I mean, you're in a 3rd-and-1 situation. Everybody in the stadium's expecting you to hand it off, so you try to sneak one by the defense and maybe take a shot. The defense, they were one step ahead.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it! He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
From the gun. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to score. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Miller. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today. You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And Jelly from the gun on third down. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Orange will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Looking for a crease, it's Hawkins. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter.
Syracuse 0.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Syracuse, 0.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Angelic fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angelic finds the tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He goes right back to the air. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. On the left side, here's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Keeps looking downfield. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken on the field. It's the 2nd call by Syracuse. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing and jelly. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down and jelly. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly, but 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Green. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Cowboys line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run, it's Jones. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. And they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Glad to have you with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Holland, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Green. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete left side, Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wife. Runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, a quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
Yeah, it's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Hawkins. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short, and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. Finding some room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Syracuse, 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action with Angeli. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, So many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. And Jelly from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. Flying down the left side. He's at the into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
Syracuse, 0.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. And Jelly on the play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Coleman's got it on the right side. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Menace slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Final play of the quarter coming. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running behind that left side. Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Johnson. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Just goes up and takes it away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. The QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the counter. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. Syracuse right back at it. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. They go play action with Angeli. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Unleashes one.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Steve Angeli. On the move, he fires. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it. You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first and 10 from the 38.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now sliding to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's pretty encouraging, right? Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you're already 2 for 2, and now you're 3 for 3. So offensively, this is just a day that ends in Y. It's another day at the office, continuing to go for it on 4th down. And guess what? Continuing to have success.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Field goal is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's the Bulldogs looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Might as well stick with him. Maybe a crease. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Angelic. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Syracuse right back at it. Angeli on the play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. This time he wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing Angelic. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Again, it's Angelic. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Running inside. It's Miller. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Steve Angelic throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. What a grab with one hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty lucky. He caught it with one hand. I guess there's that.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pitting their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And Jelly lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 20. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.